Let's talk about the study report, which we also call the methodology report. What is it and why do we need it? Well, the methodology report is a document that answers 6 key questions about the conduct of a study. It answers the questions of who, how many, when, where, and what. Let's examine each of these briefly. Who tells us about the study population? So we're talking here about the inclusion criteria and exclusion criteria. How tells us the manner in which these individuals were selected to be in the study. That is, we're talking about issues of sampling now and selection of people into your study. How many obviously tells us the sample size, that is the number of participants that were in your study overall, as well as the response rates. When tells us the time frame for the study, when the study started, when it ended. We're looking at the time you enrolled the first participant and the time the last participant completed the questionnaire. Where tells us the geographic sites from which people enrolled into the study. And what tells us the instruments, that is the questionnaire, the kind of measures that were captured in the survey. So a good study report should have all of these elements. Now, the good news is that on the Chisquares platform, you do not have to generate the study report manually. With just a single click, the platform automatically uses AI to generate for you a comprehensive study report that contains all of these elements we discussed. And so, for example, it will tell you the study participants, to tell you the number of participants that participated in the study overall, where they came from, that is where they participated from a web-based survey or from paper-based surveys. It will tell you about the overall response rates of a study and also include an attachment of a PDF. So you get all of these things with just a single click. Now, if your study also had some advanced features like skip patterns or screening questions to restrict individuals based on eligibility criteria, all of this will be captured in your study report. And so it's pretty comprehensive so that you can use that document later to get a very nuanced overview of how your study was conducted. Now, why is this report important? Well, it's important because when you want to write your manuscript later on, you will need these details. Remember that in a manuscript, you have a section called the methods or the methodology, as some journals will call it. That section is supposed to provide all of these details we have just covered. Remember that the key essence of research is reproducibility. We need to be able to reproduce your research if we were to do it all over again. And having these details and reporting on these details is a very key element in ensuring that our research is indeed reproducible.